Hey, what's up guys, Jordan here. Today I wanted to do another product review of another Japanese hair product actually that I pretty much swear to buy. It's one of my most favorite Japanese hair products to use, and that is the Ocean Trico clay wax. Entire Ocean Trico hair wax line. I really like the products. This is one of the best men's hair wax products that you could get from a Japanese brand. They are a very reputable brand in Japan. Pretty much anyone that styles their hair basically will know about this brand, and it's becoming more available in Japan. I saw a post that they recently are selling in some convenience stores like Family Mart. But before you could buy them from like hair stores or like Don Quixote. So I wanted to do a review on their clay wax in particular. So the Ocean Trico hair wax line is pretty hard to come by if you don't live in Japan actually. If you were to buy it from Amazon, from like Amazon Canada, they cost $45, around $45. And then some of them have like an extra $10 shipping, so that's like $55 Canadian, which is about $40 US. Now, if you were to buy it off eBay, I think it's around the same price. And those are like the only sites that could really find them if you don't live in Japan. Other than that, if you were to buy it from like Amazon Japan though, it's only 1650 yen, which is around $15 US. And if you were to buy it in store, it's a little bit cheaper too. I think like at the Don Quixote's, it would be around 1200 yen, I think. So that's quite a bit of a price difference. Now, the main reason why you'll be paying so much if you were to buy this from like Amazon Canada or Amazon US is that it's mainly just the import tax fees that you're paying, because all that money, extra money you're paying is going to someone that's doing all the work to get this product into like Canada or the States. Because you can buy this directly from Amazon Japan, you just have to use like an agent. So I use a site called Tenso, I believe it's called Tenso. I'll leave some links down below in the description where you could go check out agents, where you could basically, these agents help you buy products from like Japan and then ship it to you. And so they charge you a fee plus the extra shipping costs, fees, and all of those extra fees that you're going to be paying is basically what's bringing the price up to what we see like $45. Just keep that in mind, it is pretty expensive if you can't find them in store, and even if you do find them in stores, they're probably going to be costing around like $30 US. If you do, however, go to Japan someday, of course you're not going to be going there anytime soon because of the pandemic, but if you are, then definitely you might want to be picking up a bunch of these. So the Ocean Trico wax line comes in a variety of different waxes. I also have like the Ocean Trico Air and also the Natural. And each one of these colors, they have different characteristics to them. Mainly the different characteristics is going to be like the type of wax it is, how strong the hold is, and how shiny it is. So the clay in particular is one of the harder waxes. I think it's the second most strong wax. So you're going to have a really strong, firm hold with this wax. It's also a matte, more of a matte wax. So there's like zero shine to it if you're just going to be using this. So if you're looking for more of a natural or more of like a drier hairstyle, then using the clay is definitely an option for you. And I would say it's more so for like short to medium hair lengths, because if you have too long of a hair, you shouldn't really be using like a really hard dry wax, because it just doesn't look that good. Like my hair length is like perfect, or even if it was a bit longer or if it was shorter, just kind of like around this range is what this wax is for, I would say. So the wax itself is actually more of it's much of a harder wax. I wouldn't say it's a clay. It definitely is more waxy, but it's like on the borderline of like what a clay would be like. Because if you compare this to like the other types of waxes, as you can see, this one's a lot like the Air is a lot more creamy, a lot more like I don't know how to say it in English, but if you pull your fingers apart with some wax in between, it's going to stretch. And like the Natural is also similar, but a little bit softer. Like you could just tell from the textures, like this is the clay and this is the natural. You could tell that the texture is a little bit different, and that's because the clay of course is a harder wax and it's more matte, so the formula is a bit different and you could tell right out of the package. So yeah, basically you would be wanting to use the clay wax if you have shorter hair, like I said, and you don't really want much of a shine, because the shine, I think, like if you have too shiny, your hair kind of looks a little bit greasy, or oily, but that's sometimes the style that you want to have. But if you just want like a lot more of a natural look, or kind of like a hairstyle that doesn't look like you have any wax in, then the clay is definitely good for that. The clay, because it is also a more harder hold, it's going to be able to keep your volume a lot more. So if you want like a lot of volume, as you can see right now, I don't have anything in my hair and it's like really flat. So if I wanted to make it more like fluffy, or yeah, just have more volume in general, then this is definitely a wax that you would want to be using. Another use that I often use this wax for, and you'll often see a lot of different like hairstylists use the clay for, is you're going to be mixing this a lot with different types of waxes. So if you've seen my Instagram or my TikTok, I'll have the links down below, so you could go check out my channel, my other channels, platforms, and check out my hairstyling videos. But in almost all of those videos where I use these waxes, I'm almost always mixing the clay with a different wax. So the reason why is because I want to get some characteristics out of the clay and then some out of the other waxes. So depending on the hairstyle, I'm going to be mixing different ones. But generally, the clay basically uses as your base. So you could either mix them with another wax, or you could put the clay on first and then use another wax on after. You use the clay to get more volume, get a good hold of your hairstyle, and then you use like a different wax, say like the natural, to get slightly more of a shine to it, or so that you can see like the curls or your styling a bit more. It's more defined because you have a little bit of a shine. So going into like the pros and cons, pros, there's a lot. There's this wax, it's very high quality. Like personally, I've used a lot of different hair waxes in the past from Japanese brands or just like Western brands, and the Ocean Trico hairline is like, I don't know what, but you could just feel like the quality is really good. Now this might be a bit of a bias, or it might be because I'm trying to justify the price tag, but definitely the quality of it feels really good. You put this on in the morning, your hairstyle is just going to hold pretty much the whole day. Maybe if you put on some hairspray as well. And even if you're in a bad weather where it's like raining or something, you could easily kind of like just fix it pretty quickly. So definitely really good long lasting wax. The smell of it is also really good. Like it smells really nice. I don't know how to describe the smell. It just smells clean. Kind of smells like, I don't know, it just smells like kind of like shampoo, like good shampoo. If someone's smelling your hair, they're going to like the smell of it, in my opinion. Not too strong as well, so it's not going to be overwhelming. You're not going to be smelling it throughout the day or triggering your allergies or anything. So it's got a good smell. It's not scentless though, that's one thing to keep in mind. There is a small smell to it. Like I said, it's very flexible wax. You can use them on its own or as a base or a mix. Pretty much fits a lot of different hairstyles unless you have like really long hair. One of my favorite perks of this wax as well is that it's super easy to wash out. Now I've used some waxes in the past where I've had it on my head, and then at the end of the day I take my shower, and then after I come out of the shower, I can still feel the wax on my hair, and it just doesn't feel good. Like you just still feel a little bit dirty. So like with this though, it's super easy to wash out. You just properly shampoo your hair, wash your hair, or even if I'm just rinsing my hair and not using shampoo because like I dyed my hair or something, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of residue on your hair. Your hair feels clean after you come out of the shower. In terms of cons, really the only con that I could give this wax is that it's pretty hard to find when you don't live in Japan. Like I said about the prices, it's pretty expensive if you have to buy them on like Amazon or something. So unless you have like a local Japanese store that has fair prices on these, yeah, you're going to be paying an expensive price for this wax. Now it is very good quality wax, but like it's not huge. It's only 80 grams, so it's not like a large amount. It's going to last you a decent amount of time, but it's not that much, I would say. So the price, and it's hard to get if you don't live in Japan, or if you don't have like if you had a friend in Japan, maybe he or she could pick it up for you and then ship it to you, and maybe it'll be a cheaper price than buying it online. But yeah, other than that, I would have to give this a 5 out of 5. It's just a perfect product in my opinion. Really good. The only complaint is the price, which has nothing to do with the product itself. If you're paying like retail price for this, which is like 1,600 yen or like 15 US dollars, then it's a really good product. So if you wanted to pick up the wax for yourself, I will leave some links down below in the description so that you could find it. Like I said, the prices are kind of high, but if you go through an agent and you buy this wax, you might want to, because they're going to be charging you shipping rates, and these shipping rates are they go by levels. So I would highly recommend, if you were to buy this wax, I either buy multiples of these, like maybe like 3 of these, or like buy the other ones as well, because you might want to mix them. So that's what I did. Like I bought the 3 of these all at the same time, and I kind of it kind of spreads out the shipping cost between them, so the price per bottle is a little bit less. So yeah, if you have any questions about the Trico clay wax, leave a comment down below. Now I'm going to quickly style my hair with the clay wax, just so you can see what it would look like on the hair. I won't be mixing it with any other wax, just so you could get a better idea of the clay itself if you were to just buy the clay. If you did want to see how the clay would work with the other waxes mixed together, like I said, check me out on Instagram or TikTok, and you can see how it looks there. So because I am just going to be using just the clay, I will just, without using a hair iron this time to set up curls, since it's more of a matte wax, it's not going to show the curls that much or define them that much, so I'm just going to save some time and not use a hair iron. So it looks like, if you want a closer view. Now it's going to be a little bit hard because there's no mirror in this room, so yeah, I'm going to be kind of styling the hair blindly here. So let's get a decent amount and rub it into your hands nice and well, evenly, starting from the back. So it's pretty hard to style your hair without being able to see what you're doing. So I'm just going to run quickly to the bathroom and then fix this up and show you guys. As you can see, it turned out really nicely just by using only the clay. I didn't use the hair iron or anything. I did rinse my hair before recording, and I blow dried because I had some bedhead. But other than that, all I did was apply the wax, just put it on everywhere on my head, and then just kind of swiped it down as you saw me do, and it pretty much did this. Like, there's really good texture into it, but it's not too seeable. Like, you don't see the texture from far away, but it looked really natural, and it kind of looks like you have a yeah, the texture is just good, kind of similar to what it would look like with the hair iron. If you did use the hair iron, then the curls would be more defined, and you might be able to make a little bit more volume. But the volume is good, it's fluffy, it looks really soft in my opinion, so it looks nice. I like it a lot, and like I said, if I wanted to make it more defined, or so that you could see like the texture a bit more, then I would have to apply like either the natural or the air wax on afterwards. But yeah, you could totally just leave it like this, and I think it's a really nice style. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I'm going to be reviewing both the air and the natural later on. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you next time. Peace.